Bruh. Oh my goodness. So this story would be funny if it wasn't so damn sad, okay? Because this is straight out of some Dave Chappelle skit, all right? This is like Clayton Bigsby, but to a whole nother level, all right? This is like modern day Clayton Bigsby. Black power! And what I'm referring to is this kid who did a heinous act at his school, which himself and two other students are no longer with us. The kid's name was Solomon Henderson. He was 17 years old. Think about this. 17 years old. Not even 18, not even legal yet. He's 17. And his manifesto happened to leak. And he says the reason, the motive for doing this heinous act was due to his hatred of black people. Now, in the manifesto, he didn't say black people, he said the N-word. And what makes this, why I say Clayton Bigsby, is because the person, Solomon, is a black kid. That's correct. This is a self-hating black kid. And he talks about how he went deep down the rabbit hole into alt-right politics. And you'll never guess who he gives credit for as to his inspiration, his biggest impactor. And that would be Candace Owens. That's correct. Candace Owens. And there's so much to say on this, bro. Where do we begin? There's so much to say on this. This is why I say people like her are dangerous. This is why when we look at as far as the Republican Party and the people that they put out, they are dangerous. They are. They're dangerous not only for black people, but they're dangerous for the country. Okay? They're dangerous for everyone because what they aim to do is to devolve us. And they know this because they're the lineage of evil. And you want to know how I know this? Because Ben Shapiro fired Candace Owens for doing the same thing he employed her to do for black people. Think about this. He fired her. And she wasn't saying anything crazy. She wasn't saying she wasn't going anywhere near the level of extreme propaganda and anti-black hatred that she was when she was employed. Okay? Nowhere near that level when it comes to talking about Jews. That I just want you to understand that. So he hired her, even gave her money to put out a fake documentary about George Floyd and BLM and all of this. They paid her to attack black people. That's what this monster did. They paid her to attack black people. Now, when the rabbit had the gun, and she was firing a little strays here and there, now it was a problem. Now she's an anti-Semite. Now she's an anti-Semite of the year, and she's been banished from the far corners of the earth. She's no longer associated with Trump. We don't see her at turning point events. Now she's one of those. She's unmentionable. Think about that. But we have her, all the damage that she has done, all the damage Larry Elder has done, all the damage that someone like Brandon Tatum has done, all the damage that these Sambo coons have done. They are funded by the lineage of evil. That's who they are funded by. They are funded by people who want our death and destruction. I want you to understand that. And if any of these people were to say the same thing about their group or about their religion, it would be game over. It would be done. They would be fired. Damn. Do you understand that these people are so wicked that they had these Sambos go to Congress, all right, to talk about how we don't need reparations? Do you understand how evil that is? Did they do that for the Asian hate crime bill? Did you see any of them? TPOSA, Blaze, Fox, OAN, Newsmax, did you see any of them put up an Asian person talking about, we don't need this Asian hate crime bill. This is ridiculous, okay? We're not victims, we're victors. We don't need any bill, okay? And black people are fine. They're not attacking us. No, not once. But I want you to think about this. Think about this. Consuming her content led him to hate himself. Damn. Consuming her content, consuming Tatum's content, consuming the myriad of hired coons, of hired anti-black racists. This is where it leads you to. Leads you to death and destruction because that's why they're here. The lineage of evil is here to kill, steal, and destroy. That's why they are here.
He's out of line, but he's right.
What's really disturbing of reading this person's manifesto, of just skimming through it, is his love for the Aryan race, right? He talks about, what about the Aryans? Well, we got to protect the Aryans. He says that we have to aid the Aryans regardless of our race because they're builders and they're conquerors and whatnot. Think about that. I just, bro, it's insane. It's really insane. And in the meantime, between time, we have goofies, hustlers, and grifters talking about, well, what about his hairline?
What?
We have goofies, hustlers, and grifters talking about where your parents from, okay? You a tether. That's a trick bag family. And you want to tell me that's not COINTELPRO? You can miss me with that nonsense. You can miss me with all that nonsense. I know an agent when I see one, all right? I know an agent when I see one. They talking about Fat Joe and the hip hop origins. Fam, what? What? Do you see what's happening to the youth? Do you see what's happening to youth? Are you talking about hip hop origins? And that's a trick bag and hairlines? Fam, bruh. I don't know what to tell you. The moment in time we have a black boy who turned into full self-hatred to the point where he's willing to enact violence, that's a problem that has to be addressed. And we see this already with the white youth. This trickled over from the white youth. Mind you, I hope you understand that. They are the ones who are like hating women, right? They're the ones that were hating women with the red pill. You know, women all they want is just 6 foot and they want you to have, 6 figures and all this. They're the ones that enacted this. And slowly and surely it fell over, right? It fell over into the black community where now you had the black manosphere who are taking the talking points of the white manosphere and using it and applying to themselves. And this hatred of the black women. Oh, black women ain't this, black women ain't this. And then in response, you had black women saying, well, you guys ain't this. Do you not understand the COINTELPRO that's going on? Do you not understand the Tower of Babel effect that's occurring right now? And this is something that I've told people, I don't know how many times I've shouted from the rooftops when it comes to extinction. I've told y'all, listen, this is extinction. This is what is planning. This is what is occurring. This is a very much a targeted attack on a litany of areas. It's multifaceted. But to take it a step further, I would say this kid is no different from the gang members in our communities. Hey, dead ass. I would say this kid is no different from the gang members in our communities who commit violence against one another. I would say they are no different. You guys are all coons and sambles in my eyes. All you gang members, you drug dealers, whatever you doing, all right? If you causing harm to your own, you're no different than this self-hating black kid. No different. And that goes to show me, as I've told y'all before, to read the book Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. That's what y'all are dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. We can see it on a multitude of levels of this Aryan pride that he talks about. What do you think that the federal black agents are screaming about? They're vilifying Africans while praising America. You want to tell me that's not the same thing that this kid is? Right? You want to tell me that's not the same thing? It's the same thing to a lesser degree. It's the same thing. We see this with the violence. You're more quick to anger with me than you are with an officer, bruh, who's done police brutality on your own. You're more quick to attack me than to attack the mofos who are actually killing us, right? And recording it on body cam and getting away with it. Something that lets me know that you've been broken. That lets me know that's that post-traumatic slave syndrome. It lets me know you're done. It's toast. You've been cooked in the head. You've now assimilated, all right? But you can never fully assimilate. That's the cruel irony of this.
Damn.
I think this kid is a representation of a lot of black people, whether they know it or not, okay? I think they are subconsciously very much mirroring the talking points, and even if it's not the talking points, are mirroring the emotional weight that this kid had, the feelings and the disdain that he had for himself, for his people. And I know some of these groups, some of these people, some of these clowns won't say it, but we see it. We see it because it's a business. They've made a business out of hating yourself, out of hating black people. They don't care if you're white, Asian, Indian, they don't care what you are. That's one of the requirements, okay? It's better if you're black because now they have a shield. It's like, well, I can't be racist. So-and-so said it. So when it comes to people like Kunis and then when it comes to these these other individuals, yes, they are dangerous. They are extremely dangerous because they are bringing up very false arguments to impressionable minds. Why do you think these demons go to college campuses? Why do you think these demons prey on the youth? Because they know that they're impressionable. Even though that their argument is completely flawed, even though their data is completely taken out of context, they know that if there's no one else to refute what they're saying, they're going to leave a lasting impression on the youth. They're going to leave a lasting impression on these people. Why do you think they have organizations such as TPUSA and whatnot? It's to attack the youth, is to get a hold of their mind. And we see what they have done thus far. They got black people hating black people and white people hating black people and everyone else and crying victim. That's what they have. And all the meantime, between time, blaming DEI and immigrants, but not willing to do anything for the American people. They constantly want to attack us when we want to help us. Oh, it's socialism when we want to help American people. It's freedom when we want to help Israel. Make it make sense. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not believe, lose, that's not true. That's not true. You know, we a lineage and we just trying to help. And this kid, this has had nothing to do with, you know, Candace Owens, and she's a good woman and she speaks the truth. Okay, she speaks the truth. Or if you have believe, y'all, some of y'all are cooked and you don't even know it. That's the worst part. The worst thing is trying to talk to someone who's already deep fried. Their mind is already gone and they don't know it. They have been, it's like Inception. They believe that they're fighting and yeah, this is right. We're going to stand up. And it's like, bro, you're getting got and you don't even know it. It's a damn shame. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree, you know where to find me Friday through Sunday, Disagreement Day. You call in and we'll duke it out. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not, as far as, you know, this is just a travesty, you know, mental health, all of that, or you believe it's something deeper. You believe that there is a severe pattern that's been going on since we got off the boat, bro. A lineage of evil that has come here to kill, steal, and destroy, bro. And subscribe. And all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.